"Get us coffee," my wife's brother, the company's manager, ordered. I didn't flinch. I never do. I pressed the intercom, my fingers tracing the smooth metal edges. Calm, controlled. "Security, please escort the executives out. The owner wants them gone." I watched him through the glass. His eyes were cold, distant, and indifferent as he tapped on his phone, a simple man with simple needs. But something wasn't right. Not anymore. He didn't know I'd heard it. That quiet conversation in the hallway, behind closed doors, the one where the laughter fell just a bit too sharply, the tone too familiar, and the look in his eyes when he saw me watching? That look wasn't one of respect. I stood there, waiting for them to leave. He smiled as they walked past, as if everything were normal, as if nothing had changed. But it had. I hadn't meant to uncover it. It was the text message, nothing more. Her phone had buzzed on the nightstand. A simple notification. "I miss you." No name, no context. Just those words. I told myself I was overthinking it. Paranoia. I picked up the phone and put it back down. It could be nothing. But I knew better. So I waited. Waited for the next slip. The one that would break the surface tension. Just enough for the truth to seep through. It didn't take long. The next time she left her phone unattended, I checked the call logs. One number stood out, unremarkable in its simplicity. Mark. The same Mark she'd mentioned casually, when I asked. The one who was just a friend from work. Friends. How naive I had been. I had known her long enough to spot the subtle shifts in her voice, the way her smile faltered when she caught me looking at her for too long, the way her gaze shifted when I touched her. But I didn't confront it. Not yet. Not until that day. The day the puzzle pieces started to fit. I started small, checked the receipts, the things you don't notice until you need to. 2 coffees, a dinner, a hotel room, the usual trail of breadcrumb lies. I could almost hear her voice, spinning her story. But I didn't need her lies. I needed the truth. I took my time. I watched her more closely. Watched him. The way they looked at each other when they thought I wasn't paying attention. The subtle touches, the whispered words, the shared glances, the things they thought I wouldn't see. I thought about DNA tests. I thought about confronting her. But it wasn't about that. It was about control. I needed to control the moment. Every night, I spent hours sifting through old emails, text threads, financial statements, every detail, every inconsistency, until I found it. His name in her work emails. Another dinner, another business trip, another hotel room booked in both their names. And still, I stayed quiet. I wasn't ready. The report came in on a Tuesday morning. The test results, the records, the hotel bookings, the flight schedules, all of it. I looked over it all, again and again. There was no denying it. They had been together. For months. I had known. I always knew. But seeing it, all laid out in black and white, brought a cold finality to it. I didn't say a word. I didn't need to. I walked into the kitchen. She was there, standing by the sink, washing the dishes like everything was normal. I stood behind her, watching her shoulders tense when she heard my footsteps. She didn't turn, not yet. She didn't want to face me. I set the report on the counter, silent. She didn't ask what it was. She didn't need to. She knew. I didn't say a word. I simply turned and walked out of the room. She couldn't bring herself to follow me. Not yet. Not until it was too late. I waited. I didn't need to rush it. The truth was waiting for her, and I was in no hurry to give it away. I had already taken control. I was the one who held the cards now. Hours later, she came to me. Her voice was shaky, eyes wide with guilt. I never meant for you to find out." I looked at her, calm and steady. You didn't have to. You just thought you could keep lying. To me. To yourself. She flinched as though I'd struck her, but I didn't care, not anymore. I was done with the games. I watched her crumble as the reality of what she had done settled over her like a suffocating weight. But I didn't feel pity, I didn't feel anger. I felt something far colder, control. And that's when I walked away. I didn't need to say goodbye. I had already left the moment she betrayed me. The woman I thought I knew. The woman I'd trusted. I don't believe in reconciliation. I don't believe in closure. I believe in truth. And now that I had it, there was nothing left for me here. Her cries, her apologies, empty sounds, like a distant echo I no longer cared to hear. I closed the door behind me, and when I looked back, there was nothing left to see, nothing left to feel. The silence that followed was my victory, the one she had handed to me, and I walked away, knowing I had taken back control, and she, forever shattered, would never even see it coming.